so we can share it afterwards. Yes, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We have Professor John Essy in the house, going to teach us on premium for crypto trading system. So the floor is yours, sir. Carry on.
Okay. Thank you, Lawyer Taj. As I was saying, we are going to use today to set what we will be talking about throughout the training. And the other thing that I would like us to use today is to know what each person wants by the end of the day, so that as we conclude our training, if you've not acquired what you anticipated to, then we can make some follow-ups. I would want us to be interactive. Where you don't understand something, you ask. And if maybe the duration that we will be talking about that in these evening meetings may be short, I will be more than available on the premium wall where we will interact more. We may share a concept in the evening. Maybe we agreed to go into the market and practice it. And if you find some challenges in that concept, it will not be bad if you come back to me and then we follow it up the following day and even the days to follow until we meet again. I would want us to move together. I know in this team, we have people who know so much about crypto. And also we have the novice, those people who are just about to start learning about crypto. I will try my level best to carry the two teams so that we move together to the end. I will also say this. There are some things that Lawyer Taj has really talked about effectively. I don't think I will go back to that and talk, especially on blockchain and what cryptocurrency is. I want just to say Lawyer Taj has handled that very, very effectively. So unless somebody has a problem with that, I will request that we move to another section so that we see within this duration that we have, what can we achieve by the end of the day. So as what I normally do, in every training, we will be picking some signals, if at all they are there, because not every day is a day for trading. That is something that you must know. There are some days you will go without even citing a good signal. And if you attempt to go to the market at that time, then you will be in a floating loss. So in some of our trainings, I will try my level best to share a concept. We go into the market. If there is anything that can help us understand that concept, we trade it so that we see by the end of the day, are we on the right track or not? The other thing that maybe we will also be doing as we move on, we know that this time we are anticipating a bull run. And therefore, we need to get to know what strategy can we use in the bull run. You know, there are situations whereby you can simply look at a chart. When you open a given pair of cryptocurrency, you look at the chart and you see this is a good chart to trade, even without going into the nitty-gritties of the technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Just look at it and you see, here I can get some 2%. Here I can get something. So you go into it and then you trade. So this is what I expect you and me by the end of the day, we'll be able to do that. So let me see whether I can be able to share my screen so that we look at we look at I don't know whether you are able to see.
Not yet, Prof.
Okay, fine.
It's just your face we're seeing for now.
Okay, let me work on it.
So there's a button there that is share. You can share your screen when you click on that button.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Because what I wanted to share is just a document there. So, okay, as I work on this, I would want us to go through maybe the outline that I gave out, and then we see what we'll be talking about as I work on this, because I don't know what's happening with this form.
Okay, Prof, do you think you can send the documents to Lawyer Taj? Let him share the screen while you talk about it.
Okay, let me check on the document and I send it to Taj.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, just a moment. Even Lawyer Taj, I think there was a time you also shared the same. If you can locate the document, as I work on this, it will not.
Which of the document, Prof?
Yeah, if you can share, I'll appreciate, so that we don't spend much time looking into it again.
Yes, which of the documents?
Oh, I'm talking about the outline.
Okay, the outline. I shared it already on the. It's on the chat. It's on the chat room. I think Ibok shared it on the chat room just now. The course outline, introduction to crypto,
Okay.
understanding what crypto is, blockchain fundamentals, and the rest.
Fine. So if it is on the chat group, then I think we can use that. And then we move on as I work on this. The phone has just. So on the cryptocurrency, especially when we are talking about the blockchain and the introductory aspect, there is something that I want us to talk about. Sorry. There is something that I want us to talk about, which is not on the blockchain per se, but what a number of us normally do, which is not right, and which, if we correct it, then we'll be moving in nicely. Or you'll find that you don't make a lot of blunders. Okay. So from my side, I will go through it, and then I explain what I mean by that. I wanted to share my PowerPoint, but it's not coming out clearly.
Okay, maybe you can send the PowerPoint to me, then I can share it.
Okay, let me check on it. Just a minute. Let me just come out. I check on the PowerPoint. I sent it to you, and then we continue.
Okay.
Yeah. I've sent a copy to Dr. Mani and yourself. Have you been able to get it?
No, I haven't received it yet. Maybe you can send directly to me so I can
Dr.
just share
Mani?
it on the screen.
Okay. I thought.
I've not received it, Prof.
Oh.
Letter check I sent to you, it has delivered.
Okay. Okay, nice.
Okay, that one, there is a document that has come to Dr. Mani.
Yes, I'm gonna open it now.
And there is one, I think, oh, this is Queen Lake.
Queen Lanke.
I'm looking for your number, Lawyer Taj.
Okay. The two
I
documents
have
I've
sent
received.
both of them. I've sent the two documents to
I've sent
Letter.
it to I've sent it to
So we
the
are starting with the one on the course outline.
Okay.
There's another one which I'm also sending so that you can share, because I'm having a problem with sharing on this other side. But that one is not for today.
Okay, so which of the documents do you want me to share?
For the course outline.
The cryptocurrency course for beginners, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think now we are able to go through that. The first part where I'm talking about, I don't know whether this one has been is seen, the introduction.
Yes, so
Hello?
I'm about to share the file now.
Okay.
This one, right? Co-host, please help me add the people on the call as they're trying to come. I have a couple of people waiting. Prof, can you see my screen?
That one for the. Let me check.
If you all can see my screen, just type a number 1.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're
yeah.
sure.
That's
Yes,
the
your
one.
screen is very visible.
So you just move down. Yeah, on that one. Okay. On this, where we have the introduction, I said that I'll be talking about, there's a lot of interference. Yeah, that one. Okay. The people entering the maybe I can start from there, lower touch.
Okay, all right.
The upper one. Yeah, this one here. So I said that we'll be talking about, under the introduction, it is what is it that we need to do now? Leotaj has been talking about the blockchain, so I will not talk about the blockchain fundamentals, what it all entails. But what I will discuss in that particular section will be what is it that you and me need to do to have some profitable trading? What are the main mistakes that we are doing as beginners, and how can we avoid them? And then the other thing that I will talk about in that particular area will be how do smart traders do trade? So that is what we will look under that first section. And then on the second part, the trading strategies, this is what Lawyer Taj was talking about. We have the day swings, the day trading, the swing trading. We have the spot trading, the scalping. So those are some of the things that we are going to look at under the trading strategies. And then on this, we will see how can we link up these strategies with some of the structures that we have. Which are the best structures for example, scalping? When we talk of scalping, what is it that we need to look at? What is it that we need to do? What are some of the time frame that we will be better for scalping? What will be the time frame that are good for swing trading and so forth? So that we look at the trading strategies. And then when we talk about technical analysis, this is where now we have just to learn about things to do with the candle formation, which helps us to identify the entry point and the exit point. At any given time, you have to know, when am I supposed to get into the trade? And when am I supposed to get out of the trade? Sometimes we get baffled and we want to continue being in the trade. And that is the very time that the trade takes a reversal, and then you are trapped in it and you don't come out. By the end of the day, you find you have already lost everything that you had gained on the uptrend. So we will look at it under the technical analysis. Then fundamental analysis, these are things that affect the trading, which are not part of that particular, okay, they're not in the market, but outside. Things like geopolitical influence, things like news, the news that are to be said, things like we have political interference, we have news, and also like, what are these called? The celebrities. Okay, celebrities may come in and they say something about a coin, and that, so we will look into that under that last part. The people getting in and they affect so much. Maybe okay, we move to the next one, attach. That one is okay. I've done that. Can we move to the next slide, please?
Okay. This is the next slide.
Okay, thank you. There is a lot of interference with the people coming in. And, okay, on this, you'll find that there's a renowned person in the trading industry who said this: losers have goals, but winners have systems. In this particular statement, I find it to be very, very important for us, because a number of us, we are after making money. A number of us want to make profit. And if you have been keen on the on our wall, the inner circle, these are people who want to make a profit every minute or every trade. And that is not true. What this gentleman was saying is that instead of you aiming at making profit, can you learn how to make that profit? Can you know what you need to know to guard your profit? If you have made profit, how can you safeguard it? If you are going, you want to do the profit, how can you get into a trade and make a profit? And that's why he's saying losers have goals, because a number of us want to say this: by the end of the day, I want to get $10. But then what it takes for you to get the $10, you don't sweat to know it. And that's why I'm saying we need to be a people who are winners. And this particular training is training you to be a winner and not to be a person who sets goals that I want just to get $10 by the end of the day, or I want to make sure that I get $50. And then it will be, now we are not seeing trades when maybe when a trade has been given to you and it goes down or it goes south, then you start lamenting because you have not put systems in place. So by the end of the day, I want us to have a system, and the system has got, how do you safeguard your profit? How do you get your profit? Are you one person who just enter a trade because it has been posted, or do you know why you are entering into that trade? So that is why I'm talking about, let us learn to have systems, and these systems will make us to achieve the goals that we want. So you don't rise to a level of financial goals, but you fall to the level of the financial systems. In this case, you find that if you know very well of what is the candle pattern, which tells me now you can get into the trade. What is the candle, which when I see it, I know that I'm being given a red signal of coming out of the trade. If you know that, then you'll be an individual who will be able to set your financial level. And this is why this guy was telling us that you fall to your level of your financial systems. Okay? Then when we create that system well, then we'll be able to acquire the financial freedom that you and me have been talking about when the bull run comes. Let me tell you this. If we don't put our systems right, if we don't set our systems right, believe you me, even in the bull run, you will still be making losses. Even in the bull run, you will always be crying of my coins are in a floating loss. My coins are not doing well because you have not set your systems right. And one thing that I love with the Royal Q, it makes you to set your systems. It is inbuilt. It is not like on the Binance, because Binance you have to be awake. And on Binance, you have to know how to set your stop loss. On Binance, you have to know how to set your take profit. If you don't do that, believe you me, you will always be in a loss on Binance. But when you're on Royal Q, it helps you. It helps you so much to mitigate some of these losses. So finally, it says that having wealth ends with your systems, securing your money. Now, financial goal without system simply is a financial delusion. You will always be talking like, tomorrow I must make $10. Tomorrow I must make $50. By the end of the day, instead of the 50, you'll be in the negative. Then you ask yourself, what went wrong? Why is it that when I trade, I don't profit? The answer is you have not set your systems. So I believe when we clear this discussion, you'll be able now to set your systems right. You'll be able to know how to enter into a trade. And I believe that will minimize the cry that I've been seeing on the other side. A number of you have been coming on my chat, and it is like, now, how do I come out of this? What do I need to do? Because you never set your systems. Maybe we move to the next. Hello? Thank you. Then we have now the 5 basic ways. 5 basic ways of making money in crypto. And this, again, is just a repetition. I'm simply repeating what has been said several times by Dr. Money, by Lawyer Taj, by Coach Namdi, and a number of leaders from Nigeria. So one is investing. When you want to invest, it's like you put your money in crypto and you leave it to stay. If you have been very keen on Binance, you'll find that there are people who bought Bitcoin 13 years back, and you are told this person has now opened his account. That is a guy who invested. When you're talking of investing, you buy a coin and you forget about it. You don't even open your Binance to check on how the coin is performing. These people have stayed with those coins for those number of years. And you find that the Bitcoin that costed around $5, currently, if you look at it, it is in terms of millions. Then the next one, we have crypto mining. Again, I've seen a number of people mining crypto. There are apps that are mining crypto. Okay. Then we have airdrops. Okay, that is also another way of getting money or making money from crypto. We have the crypto airdrops. And then we have the crypto trading. This is where now I will dwell so much on, because on mining, airdrops, and I'm not doing that. But I love crypto trading so much. So that's where we will talk about seriously. So the trading simply involves buying and selling of the digital currency, which is the crypto. Now, the strategies involved in this. The strategies involved in this. We have scalping. If you've been keen on our inner circle, what I've been doing has been mainly scalping. When you are scalping, there are a number of things that you must know. One, you spend very minimal time in a trade. And that's why the best time for scalping is the best time frame for scalping is the 5-minute time frame coming down, 5 to 3, or let's say 3 to 5. And if you can manage one, fine. But when we go to the 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame, and upward, then that is not. It may not be good for scalping. So the time that I normally use many times is the 5-minute time frame, such that you get into the trade, you spend the minimal time in that trade, and you come out. Okay, this has got its own advantages and disadvantages, as we will look at them later on. Then we have the other one is investing or hodl. To hodl a coin. You buy a coin, you let it stay for a very long time, and you will come to check on it later on. Now, some of these trading strategies, as we will see them later on, it will be, some are good during the bull run, some are good during the bear market. Then we have the position trading. Okay, then from position trading, we have swing trading and then day trading. Now, what do they mean? Let me briefly go through each pair, such that we know what does this mean. What is swing trading? What is scalping? And all the other types of trades. Okay. Then we have now the most effective for the beginner. A number of us belong on this. Why is hodl the best for a beginner? Hodl is the best strategy because we're not afraid of losing the money. We know very well our money, what the target that we want is to look at that trade after some time. You know, when you are doing the scalping, there is that tendency of losing the money within the shortest time possible. Now, if you don't want that stress, that anxiety, then what people refer or what people suggest is that you hold. You choose a good coin, you buy it, and you leave. Just like what Dr. Mani has been telling us. There is this COQ coin. There is Pitbull coin. And even there are BNB. There was a time she said that she bought BNB worth $600, and when she was selling it, that is what changed her life. You know, she used the money to go for treatment. I've been following that story so much, and it's quite encouraging. That was under the hodl. Then scalping, that needs when now you've laid your strategies well, when you've made on the scalping, when you have known what to do, like what we will be learning. And then we talk about diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. But a number of us, we don't want this. We take all the money, we put it in one coin, and we put good money in one coin, and within a very short time, that coin goes down, and you lose everything. So spread, diversify. And Dr. Mani has been telling us very well on this. She says, pick some meme coins, pick some real estate coins, pick, she spreads the coins that she normally gives to us. And that is what we are being told, diversify. Then the final thing that I will tell you, and this is the last thing, to me, it is the last thing. Indicators should not be your first option. Don't run to knowing how to use an indicator. Instead, struggle and know how to use the candlesticks. An indicator will just aid you. It will aid your knowledge of the candlesticks. But the indicator will not tell you more of how the volume is. But the candlestick, the body of the candlestick can tell you about that. Okay? So me, I use indicator as the last. I don't use indicator as the first one. So again, we will look at that in length and see how do we move on with that. That edge. Next, please.
Yes, it's there now, Prof.
Okay, thank you. Now, you and me, this is what I used to do, and I'm requesting you, can we desist from this? These are the 10 tips for crypto trading. You may have come across it, you may not have come across it, but this is like our Bible. If you are in a crypto trading, this is, can I term it as a dictionary, because I know I'm talking across the religion. There are the Muslims, so I may not just say Bible per se. Let's talk about, this is our dictionary, what we must use. So if you want to succeed, remember to secure your funds. Security is number one. Are your funds secure, or they can easily be accessed to? When you are trading, do you trade with the first priority of saving your funds, or you leave it open for attacks? So make sure that your wallet is secure. We will look at the different types of the wallets that are there and which one is okay. But what you have to know, you must have a wallet and you must secure that wallet. Then the number two, this has been said many, many times. Invest that which you can afford to lose. Many times in my P chart, people are crying on this number two so much, because we say what? I want to invest this money, and then I will use this money to pay school fee. This is the notion. And then you find that when you have invested the money and you expected to get something, then the coin dips. Then you will always cry because you are not ready to lose that money. I like what Julius normally tells us, Coach Julius. Invest something small. And I think even Coach Namdi talked about the same thing. When he brought in what? This system that we are using now, the top gainers strategy. The main thing on this was that we invest small, because if you lose $2, it will not be very painful as when you lose how many? $200. And believe you me, if you are someone who is trading a coin using like $10,000 on one coin, you will always cry. Because if it goes down just by 2%, you will lose 200 USD. Okay? So invest something, when you lose, you don't feel pain about the same. Then in cryptocurrency, we always buy the dip. But in Forex, it is either. That's why in Forex and maybe futures, we have what we call the long and the short. But in cryptocurrency, it is one that unidirectional. We always move up. You cannot earn when the coin is going down, but you'll earn when the coin is moving up. Okay? So in that case, what you have to know is buy the dip. And what I normally tell my people is that a profit is a profit. Even if it is 0.001, but it is a plus, it has added something to your finances. So don't crave to have something big. Crave to have something small, because even a house is built with small blocks continuously, and then you get a whole house has been finished. So colleagues, let us buy the deep and let us buy small. Then there is this number 4. This again a disease that beginners normally find themselves in. Shopping, they are chasing a coin. Many times when I give a signal in the market, somebody comes late, and this person does not know whether the coin was given immediately or it was given sometimes back. That person takes the coin immediately. And then what happens? Before she or he maybe settles down, the coin has reached the reversal point and is now moving down. He will be caught, he or she will be caught flat-footed. And she will be in in what we call the floating loss. Then once they land themselves in the floating loss, they are into my P chart. Now, Prof, what do we do here? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, I was that way in 2021. And actually, it happened to me seriously, and I learned the hard way. 2021, during the lunar collapse, I really enjoyed that short time, and I made a lot of money. And within no time, I left the coin on, coming the following day in the morning, because I slept saying that maybe now I'll reach come morning. So everything went. And I had about $2,000, and all was swept in a night with the lunar. So you can imagine. So stop chasing after a trade. Just believe in yourself and say that I want to take this amount. Even if it is 0.5, please, 0.5 positive is far much better, 1,000 negative. So crave for the positive. Then the other the other tip for trading is buy the candle when in red, always sell when in green. If by some chance you find that you bought you got into a trade and then it went down, be patient. Be patient. There is someone in the inner circle who said her coin was in a floating loss for a very long time. Then she woke up in the morning and it has been sold. In cryptocurrency, if you are not a person of patience, then you would rather live, you go and do farming. Please, if you cannot be patient in cryptocurrency, then what I can tell you is then go out to do another business and stop investing your money in cryptocurrency. And that's why we are saying buy red, sell green. Safeguard your funds. I think this I've talked about. You know, what we want is money. What we are looking for is money in this trade. There is no point of trading and then you leave your money in the open, maybe in the field for somebody to come and pick. If you don't safeguard your money, any profit that you have made, make sure that you safeguard it. Now, there is this thing that people, a great mistake that we normally do. You get into a trade, it moves up, and then now you put your emotions in the trade. I don't know whether you understand me. You start to move with the trade, and you don't want to come out of the trade. And behind your mind, something is telling you, you know, this trade is going to reach 100. It is going to reach 200. And you don't want to come out. And then when the trade reverses, you still say, no, you know, this trade, it will just move down a little bit and it will come up. And to my surprise, even to your surprise, that little bit never ends. And still you go down. I don't know whether it has happened to you. To me, it has happened and it has taught me. And that's why I'm saying that again, it's a tip on what you need to do. Safeguard your funds. If you find that the trade is now going down, what you need to do, just come out of the trade. We have a lot of fish in the sea. If you miss that big fish, it will not cost you anything. Okay? So just get out, prepare for another trade, pick it. If you don't get it that day, wait for tomorrow. We are told cryptocurrency has got over 3,000 coins. Surely. Why should you waste your money chasing only one? Come out and go for another one. Then this again is a very important point that I wanted to share with you tonight. Don't put all your money in a coin. Don't put all your money in a coin. Okay? Some of us have done this mistake. We placed all our monies in a coin and we were saying, I have $10,000. My landlord is really pressing me, or the school fee of my children is so high, or that, you know the need that was there. And you said, let me use this $10,000. I put in a coin. If I get only 5%, I will be out of this. I want you to tell me, did you get it? Yeah. And me, I was once in that situation. I know those of us, some of us here, we are in that situation and we don't want to come out of it. Please, from today, don't put all your money in one coin. There is 30%. What does that mean? Sorry, let me just put on this other light. There is what we call 30%. Use 30% of your money. The first buy, let it be 30%. Let's say you have $100. Then use $30 to buy the coin. The second one should be 40% of what remained. You remained with the $70. So what is 40% of $70? You take it into the market. Then finally, you use what? 30% of what was remaining. So don't ever put all your monies in a coin. Me, I don't have juju, and I don't know that. Maybe you have the juju, and it will tell you now it is your time. Just put all your money in it. By the end of the day, you'll get. In crypto, that's a suicide. Then do your own research. Always. Sometimes we are given coins, or we are given coins, or we are given signals. But with your knowledge, you look at a signal and you say, no, this cannot be a good signal. And I want to say this, if we are keen, some of the signals that will be sent to us, you will not pick them. Because according to you, you will see clearly that if I pick this, I'm going to burn my fingers. So why pick it? You will leave it to go. So do your own research. Try very much and learn the skill. And once you have it, you will be well. Oh, okay. Somebody was suggesting if the red can be done, but okay. That Lataj now, that's side. Maybe, is it done?
Yes, I've gone to the next slide. That's it here.
Okay. Good. This is where everything is. Colleagues, greed is killer number one in cryptocurrency. I think all of us, we have been faced by this. We say I want to get $1,000. That is greed. You don't value 2%. You don't value 1%, but you value 10%. You will get 1%, yes. You will go up to 3%, but you say, me, I want 10%. That is greed. Unless you control your greed, you'll always be in red. So what I can tell you, by the end of this, you know what we are talking about? We are building systems. And one of the systems is control your greed. Get something small, come out of the market. Let that person who will get 10% get, but make your rule now. If I get 2%, I will come out of the market. There are sometimes you'll find that a trade does not move up continuously. It reaches a point and then starts to dilly-dally. Fine, if you have made a profit, why should you remain in the trade? Come out. I may have given out a percentage of 10, but according to you, you find that you have made 5%. Surely 5% is a big percentage. Why should you wait up to the last minute? Okay, so let us have a rule. Yourself, set what you want to get out of the market. Do you want 2% always? Do you want 10% always? At this time, we are not yet in the bull run. But during the bull run, you'll find that something like 5% will be laughable because coins will be pumping madly. There you can have a target of 30%. You can have a target of 15 and above. But for now, let our target be at most 6. If we go forward and we get to 10, we praise or we thank God for that. But for now, let our target not exceed 5. If I may say, let it not exceed 5. Even if I give you 7%, please be guided. Let it not go that far. Come out with a profit, safeguard your profit, wait. You will wait up to 10%. And then you decide maybe just to go for a call of nature. And when you come back, you find that coin has made a very long red candle. You know, you will curse the day. I don't know if there is any person who has been found in such a situation. Me have been found there severally until I've learned. You know, you need somebody to knock your head severally, knock it severally and hard for you to know that doing this mistake is bad. So the only person who's knocking your head is you going in the red. So once you have gone into the red 1,000 times, why should you continue being in the red? Unless you are so generous and you want to make the other people, the whales and the whales to be that rich. Okay, so that's what I want to say. And then the second one, diversify your investment. Pick a maximum. Okay, I never indicated there. I don't know whether Loataji, you can work on that. Please pick a maximum of 5 coins. If you have to pick so many, then let them be 5 coins. This you can monitor very well. Don't be somebody who wants to pick 110, whatnot. Even if you have those dollars, please pick a maximum of 5 coins, safeguard your funds. Keep your money safe because that money, you will use it tomorrow, okay? Don't put all the money in those many coins and then you start losing the money. You know, we are trading carelessly and it is so costly. So colleagues, that's what I want us to know. And that's what I want us to do. Always pick 5 coins to the maximum. Unless you want to do what? what Dr. Money normally says, you want to hodl. If you want to hodl, then do a portfolio, pick many coins, because you know some will give you 10x, others 1000x, others maybe 2x. From that variety, you'll get your profit. But in our trading, the scalping, don't go that way. You'll burn your fingers. Okay, then what we need to do, this was during the other time, the bear market. The bear market, the best strategy is the dollar cost averaging. We have talked about it severally. There is diversification, you spread. There is scalping. But again, the other one there, which maybe the holding may not be good in bear market because it is going down. And I told you, in cryptocurrency, it's unidirectional. We are always moving up to make profit. But if you go to the futures, then even in the bear, you can make money. Okay, that one maybe we will handle it some other time. So in this case, what I'm saying is just diversify. Pick a number of coins to cushion you up. Scalping is good for both when it is bear market and when it is bull market. Okay. And then in the bear market, this is where now you will use technical indicators so much. Okay. Now in our case now, where we are headed to, what is it that I will expect you to do? Number one is what we have always been told. Buy the coins when they're cheap. Buy them early. Some people buy coins when they are on their initial coin offers. You can buy the coin at that time. And this is now in the bull market. This year, you can do dollar cost averaging. As the coin moves up, you can buy in bits. And I read somewhere, somebody was saying this. Dollar cost averaging, you can do it daily at a particular time of the day. And you decide I'll be buying $10 of the coin as it goes up. Okay? Then take profits regularly. Remember, we are building systems. Don't leave your money to be in the trade for a very long time. Take a profit out, continue. Take a profit out, continue. You know, let's say, for example, you started your trade with $20, and now it has gone up to $50. What is the sin of you getting out your profit to safeguard it? You have got $30, you pull it out. If that trade decides to go south, you already have your $30. So this is why we are being told, profit regularly. Don't leave your profit to be in the market because anything can happen. Remember, we don't control the market. Like, I've just remembered that point. Please, when I give a signal, I can do all the possible analysis. And this, even the senior leaders here will bear with me. You can do all the analysis possible. But again, when you give a signal, something just happens and the coin goes down and it will be like, what is not happening? You know? So we don't own the market. So when I give a signal and then it turns down or south, understand. And that's why we are being told the market is volatile. Invest only that which when you lose, you don't feel the pain. And then in the bull market, please, let's diversify. Let's create a portfolio. Dr. Money, I give you thumbs up on this. You've done so well. You've told people how to diversify. You've given them coins. Now it will be upon us to remain poor because we didn't want to do this during the bull run. Then we have again the swing trading. We will talk about that in detail. I think this could be is this the last one we have another one? Because I wanted us just to have an overview of what we are going to talk about in depth. Okay, there are some sections here which we have to come back into. There are others that I want you to put it down. Like that rule of 30, it is 30, 40. Is it 30, 40, 30? I think that is the rule, okay? Let us start practicing it. Don't say that I want to get 1,000 or I want to make, with Professor Signal, I want to make $1,000 by the end of the week. I want to promise you, you will go negative unless you do what we are talking about here. I think maybe if somebody has something that I need to clarify, then I will. Lawyer Taj, could this be the last of this?
Yes, my brother, this is the last slide in your presentation, unless you want me to go to the candlestick one.
No, the other one, then I will no, this is where I wanted us to stop so that we see to it. Now, maybe I can now get, if there is someone who wants to be something to be elaborated further on what we have talked about.
Yes, is there anyone who wishes to elaborate further on what Prof had just espoused? If there are some points that you want to add to it, please feel free to, as a co-host, you can unmute yourself and say something. Yes, I can see Sir Aleto. I think he's raising his hands. Okay, you can answer.
Okay, you can answer.
So Aleto, you're using two devices. Maybe you have to switch off one or something.
Prof, thank you so much. Good evening. Thank you so much. You've done justice to our concerns today. As you were talking, I just felt you flogging me, as per greed and, taking unnecessary risk and putting too much money in a particular coin. So your talk today is right on point. And I'm sure that almost all of us on this call, we've made such mistakes one time or the other during our trading section. And we hope that as we go on, all of us would learn from this mistake and then from this lesson and, make better judgment after now. First, we must learn to kill greed. Even if we see that we can take 20%, it will be better to take it even in bits. We've learned that today. And then we also know that we should spread our risk, our trades. Or like me that went to put all my money in one coin called Acro. So you were just flogging me in that place.
Acrobat coin.
Thank you so much. So we are very grateful. We thought today was just going to be something light, but you gave us full course meal, the full meal, not just refreshments. Thank you so much. And we are excited. We know that in the next 1 month, 2 months, we'll be professionals. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. There's somebody who asked a question on
the 30, 40, 30 rule.
40, 30. Okay, let's say you have $1,000 or $100, okay? In one coin, the maximum you should invest is 30% of that $100. And 30% of $100 is approximately $30. Then the next amount you should put in the coin is 40% of what had remained. You had 100, you've taken out 30, which is now $30, you are remaining with 70, right? So what 40% of 70? That is the next investment. Then the last one, if you want to get into the same coin again, it should be 30% of what had remained after taking out 40%. Okay? I don't know whether that makes sense.
Does it make sense to you? Do you understand what Prof just said? Or do you want us to speak in it in pidgin English?
I will learn
right.
it. Taj, I will learn that because I like that. I like it so much. So one time I will be getting notes to learn that English.
Okay,
Thank you so
that's
much,
good.
Prof. What I would like to know, when we put 30% of the capital into buying a particular coin, let's say I buy Floki with 30%, so I'm left with 70%. So are you saying the other 40%, is it for a different coin or for the same Floki?
For the next trade. The
Okay,
next
for the
trade, you may decide now the coin is moving up. The coin is doing very well. And that's why we are talking about the DCA. You know, DCA, it's either when the coin is going down, you can do DCA. When the coin is moving up, you can do DCA, right? Still, you had $100, okay? You have taken out 30%, right? You're remaining with $70. Now you are to do the second trading. Maybe you pick a second coin. This is the that 70 is your 100%. So you have to pick 70, or 30 of that 70 in this second coin, and you move like that. So it is, you invest 30, you invest 40, if we are in the same coin. But when you are doing this, like you have two coins, then 30% initial investment. Maybe I should say that 30% initial investment in a coin. And then it will be followed by 40%. It will be followed by 30%. But in most cases, my brother, what I want to say is this. It is not easy for you to invest in a coin. You see it's pumping, and then you want again to get in with more money. But we have to be controlled. We must, let us arrest this greed. If we want to succeed in this bull run, this is my plea to you. Let us arrest the greed. Spread the coins. Pick 5 coins in a day or in a trade. In a day is better. Pick 5 coins in a day. You can monitor them so easily. And each coin you are giving it 30%. You forget about that. The remaining money, let it stay in the wallet. Some of us, we are itched by this dollar so much. When you have the dollars, you feel that fingers are burning. You feel your body is not at rest. And it is your money you want to lose. Why can't you let it stay there? It will not rot. When the time is ripe, you will use that more. Trade 5 coins. 30%, 30%, 30% in each coin. Wait, if they yield, the profit will be there and the initial capital. Then tomorrow we get into another coin. Remember, we are being told withdraw your profit. Always get out your profit. That is not part of what should be there. Get it out, safeguard it. If possible, put it in a cold wallet because that is what you want now to get and invest. Okay? Many times, my brother, why I'm saying I'm so particular on this, getting your profit out of the trade. I placed $1,000. I got $300 and I was like, oh, you see, this coin is going to give me more. And then I went and slept. That is how stupid I was. So the sleep was so good. I slept until I slept on my cash and everything went. And this is what we are talking about, building systems. What I want to know, you and me to know, we are after setting up systems. And it is these systems that will make us to succeed. Withdraw your profits periodically. That is a system. Trade with 30%. Even if you have how many millions, just put in 30%. Get profit of the 30%. You have moved. Then we move like that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Lawyer Taj, for giving me the floor. Thank you very much, Professor Essy. This really shows what we look forward to having in the next few days. This is really great. But please, can you throw more light on taking out our profits regularly? You just mentioned it again, because if we decide to take out our profits out regularly, how do we compound? Because I was thinking that if we make profit, we are supposed to throw it back into the trade so that we can increase our capital and then we can make more profit. What do you think about compounding generally? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for that question. That's a good question. And compounding is all about you having the profit, you add it to the initial capital which you pumped in. Let's say you had A as the initial capital, you've got B as your profit. Now you take this B and put back to A. Now we have A and B to give us C, which is now a bigger value that you have compounded, right? Now, what I was saying is this: if you got it right, you've used like $1,000 or $100, and I'm using this as an example. I don't mean that you're using that much. Some of us are blessed, and you're using $1 million to trade. As some will use what they have, like $50. Okay, but now sometimes, depending on the nature of the market may be so volatile. It moves up very fast and comes down very fast. In such a situation, then don't leave your money there. Because even what you had saved, what you had got when the coin had risen up, if you're not careful, within the shortest time possible, you'll see that coin coming down and you can't control it. Sometimes you even feel like holding the screen of the computer with your hand to prevent that coin from coming down, but it comes down. So what they're saying, I started with the 10, but now this coin has given me, after a few minutes, it has given me 20. What is the crime? If I take out 20, I leave 20 there to safeguard it. You know, what I'm talking about is safeguarding your money. Remember, I said with the safeguard your wallet, the wallet security. And then there is somewhere down there, another tip talked about make your funds safe. Okay. In Binance, they have something they talk, I don't know how it's called. You keep on safeguarding your profit. As you go up, you safeguard your profit. As you go up, you safeguard your why. And you know, this is something that experienced traders are talking about. Let us keep our money safe. After some time, just take it out. When you take it out, by the end of the day, you know that I've made this. Okay? I've made this. And something that I didn't talk about, and let me just tell you this, we will also discuss on how to make one. My brethren, trading is a business. Some of us, we are very good at keeping books of accounts for our business. We write, today I bought 30 crates of eggs. I sold each crate at 20, maybe at 1,000 naira. And then at the end of the day, this is the profit that I've made. I'm remaining with this. Or I bought oranges, I've sold all of them. I've made this. We are so good at keeping those records. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, we want to trade like mad people. You don't have any record to show that you have picked a coin, the coin never sold, and what made it not to sell. But you are very good at writing the report on your farm that I planted maize or planting, and then some dried up, some did. And then if you are asked what made them to do that, you will give the answer because you have documented that. As traders, let us learn to keep a journal. Let us learn to keep a journal. A journal is a book where you'll indicate each and every trade you bought, at what price you bought it, at what price you sell it, the coin you bought, the pair. I think I'll talk about that at the end. So when we have that, you'll be able to follow your trades, to follow your profit. What Coach Namdi normally talks about, I like it so much. Compounding, the same thing Julius talks about, compounding. But what is the difference between compounding? By keeping this safe, you are keeping the profit that you harvest, you keep it safe. You have harvested maize, you keep it in store. Keep it in store. You don't want to leave it for rats to come and eat, and the wild animals. Everything you have harvested, you take out of the farm and keep in store. But what was there initially, you leave it there to continue giving you more. At the end of the day, when it reaches the top part, you add what you have harvested plus what you put in, and you now use it for the next season. That is what I'm talking about. The same thing. This one here, you don't leave the funds in the trade to be messed up by the fundamental analysis. You safeguard it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This-
Thank you very much, Prof. Does anybody want to say something? I wanted to answer one of the questions on there. Talking
Lord,
about...
just before you answer, please.
Lawyer Taj, sorry for interrupting, Lawyer Taj. Time, Namdi, 9 o'clock, 1 minute more.
Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, just
right,
just a few points on what he just said about wallet security. You never can tell with exchanges. Well, some of the biggest falls that we have ever seen in cryptocurrencies happen to exchanges. And so a very smart individual will have what we call cold storage. There are cold storage devices like a USB that you can buy. They come in different names. The one that I have is called Trezor, Trezor. So if you are one of those people who are extra careful, when you have your money in your exchange and you want to safeguard it, you can buy the Trezor, impute it on your laptop, and then you can collect the crypto and put it on there. They have it for different types of crypto. So it will be in a device. So anytime you like, you can plug it in and it's good to go. Yes, I want to thank Professor John Essy once again for this beautiful one. I'm sure we have another time to come on, and he's going to be doing a lot more talks using the Telegram platform. I would also post all his presentations on there so that we can have massive use for it. Once again, thank you all for coming. 174 individuals. We have to cut the call now so that our Coach Namdi's meeting can begin from now. So as we normally do before we close, I want to ask everyone to please feel free to unmute yourself and say your goodbyes, and God bless you, and let's continue on Telegram. God bless you all. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Merci beaucoup.
Bye.
Bye.